welcome to the Knit Now Swatch Later podcast channel. My name is Courtney. This is a crafting podcast where I talk about all of my knitting, crocheting, and whatever other crafty projects I have been working on. I do have a couple of finished objects to share this week, so I'm just going to jump right in with these baby dishcloths that I have made. So here are all of them. They are using the Sage dishcloth pattern by Jessica Castlebaum on Ravelry, and this is what they look like. I am knitting these or crocheting these for my friend who is pregnant with her second baby, and she is due in June, and I really like using these when I babysit to clean up baby mouths and fingers and just general messes. So she's having a girl, so I picked this color palette for a baby girl. So I am giving her 6 of them, and then I have 3 that I didn't quite have enough yarn to finish. So I am going to be either keeping these or giving them to someone else. I don't really use dishcloths, so probably not going to keep them, but so there's that. That's pretty much what I have been focused on lately, just working on these dishcloths. They're super mindless. I have the pattern memorized, so they are 0 effort. So I'm using Loops and Threads Capri Eco Cotton and an H hook. The colors that I showed you, this one is Violet Splash. This pink is Petal Pink. This pink is Rose, and then Burgundy. And I got those, I think, at Michael's. And then I also have a half object, which is this sock. This is just a vanilla stripy sock. I'm doing a contrast heel, toe, and cuff. And if you follow me over on Instagram, you saw my tale of woe. I posted a picture of this and the cuff of the second sock, and I ran out of this white color right after I finished the cuff, so I'm going to have to find another yarn to try and match for the heel and toe. But I was able to finish the cuff, so I just have to work on that, and hopefully I'll be able to find something that is pretty similar. I believe that was my like snow something from Hey Sister from my colorwork sock that I finished a little while ago. And then I'm going to move into works in progress. Let's see, so here's the second sock of that pair. And I just have the cuff and a couple rows of the plain knitting done. The yarn that I'm using is Bamboo Pop Sock. There is no color name. I didn't have a project page for this project, so I'm going to try to remember to make one before this podcast goes up, but we will see if I remember or not. Tilly is eating very loudly in the corner, so I hope you can't hear her. Next up, I have my Salty Air Tea by Samantha Guerin Designs. I am working on this for our spring tea make-along that I am co-hosting with Kimber's Cozy Creations over on Instagram. So if you haven't already, make sure to share a progress photo with us over on Instagram. I have, let's see, this is all I've done since the last episode of the podcast. Just getting into the lace of the yoke, and I am really enjoying it. I'm enjoying the yarn. It's just obviously a more complicated pattern because there is lace involved, so I have not been reaching for this. I haven't had a lot of time to just sit and be able to 100% focus on knitting, so this has been kind of neglected for a little bit, but I'm hoping that at some point I will just start feeling inspired to work on it, and I'm hoping I can finish it in time for the end of our make along, which if you are interested in joining us, all of the details about it are on my website over at whiterosefibercompany.com. And while I'm talking about it, links to project pages and everything else that I talk about can be found in the description box down below this video. So I also have made pretty good progress on my blanket for my father-in-law, but it is so big I'm not gonna even try to show it. I did not bring over my project bag with my blueberry waffle socks in it. So I thought I grabbed all of my project bags, but I don't know where that one is since it's not in this pile. So I will have to show that next time. But that is the blueberry waffle socks pattern by Sandy Turner. And then the blanket I'm working on for my father-in-law, the big gray throw, is called the Fall Stripes Throw Blanket by Lindsay Dale. So I'm also I have my project bag ready. This is the project bag I have been keeping all of my dishcloths in. And since I finished baby number 1, I have this bag ready to go for baby number 2. So these are the colors that I am using for my next set of dishcloths. This baby's due in May, so I probably should have done these ones first, but whatever. This is her 4th kid, so she probably doesn't actually need dishcloths, but that's what we're making for everybody. That's what everybody gets this year is dishcloths. So they are not finding out the sex of their baby, so I went with a more neutral palette with the more like earthy tones. So I'm really excited to start those. I've been really into like greens and browns and just more earthy tones lately, so I'm really excited to get started on those. Each dishcloth takes me maybe like an hour and a half to make, so they are whipping up super fast. I'm really enjoying working on those, which is good because I have 2 more babies to make them for. So with 4 colors each, that's quite a few dishcloths, so it's a good thing that I'm enjoying it, I guess. That's it for works in progress. So really quick, talking about the books that I have been reading. I read From Below by Darcy Coates, and I just finished today The Therapist by B.A. Paris. Both of them were really good. I didn't lose interest in From Below, but I just wasn't as motivated to read it. But The Therapist, I stayed up late last night to read it, and I wanted to finish it, but Ben made me go to bed because we had to go to the gym this morning, so could have finished it yesterday. But yeah, so I really enjoyed that. I gave it 5 stars on Goodreads. It was really good. Moving into acquisitions, I only have one this time, which is from Mandy's Makings. This is a Coffee Shop Crew sock set, which she is doing every month as far as I know, and they are all based on different coffee shops, which I thought was so cute. This one is called Fosco Coffee Bar. So these colors are so perfect and beautiful, and I can't wait to cast on a pair of socks with this, but I don't know when that's gonna be because apparently I can't keep track of my socks because I lost my blueberry waffle socks. I don't know where they are, and that's really gonna bother me. So anyway, that's my only acquisition. So I'm gonna move into some kind of chat, kind of dream knitting type things. So I am looking forward to also crocheting baby blankets for all of my pregnant friends. I was going to pick up my honeycomb blanket that I started a couple of years ago for my friend that's having a baby boy. I picked it up last night and I started working on it, and it just was not working. It's a filet crochet pattern, and the holes in the pattern weren't lining up where they were supposed to. according to where I was supposed to be in the pattern, and I was like, you know what? All these holes probably aren't good for a baby blanket anyway, so I just frogged the whole thing last night, and I was going to start the baby boy blanket again with a different pattern, but then I decided that I should probably make the May baby blanket first. So I have been looking for patterns to make that, so I'm hoping on starting that soon, and hopefully it'll just be a nice easy breezy pattern. I kind of wanted to do this like this sage stitch because I'm really enjoying it. It's so simple, and I thought, you know, there's no holes. That would be really nice for a baby blanket, but I did not feel like doing math to try and figure out how many stitches I would need to chain and all that, so I'm just gonna try to find a pattern. But I already have all the yarn picked out for the babies, so yeah, I am really excited about that. Another thing that I am really looking forward to making, but I don't think I can justify it because I have so many blankets going right now. I have my father-in-law's blanket, and then I have 3 baby blankets that I need to start and finish before June. I just don't think it's a wise decision to start another blanket, but I really want a, what was the name of it? A modern moss stitch blanket by Daisy Farm Crafts. I saw Gabby's from the Plies and Hellhounds podcast, and I fell in love. Hers is so pretty. I thought that might be a nice like scrap busting project. Maybe not even scrap busting, but like I do have quite a bit of worsted weight yarn that I don't use. I don't make very many worsted weight projects, so I thought that would be a good way to kind of clean out my yarn cabinet, get some yarn out of there. So I'm really excited to start that, but I'm trying to be somewhat responsible and not start it until I've finished at least one of the blankets that I have plans for. But other than that, I'm gonna move into chat. So I have a book club coming up tonight. This is the first meeting. I think it's the first meeting, but at the very least it's the first meeting that I've gone to, and it's at my local bookstore, which is Werner Books, and it is a yarn friendly event. So I think it's hosted by Amy of 3 Tulip Yarn Company. But yeah, so a bunch of people that are local to me will be meeting there tonight, and I am excited, but I'm also really nervous. I have really bad social anxiety, so I am terrified, but I'm gonna try to go, and I'm gonna try to have a good time, and I'm just hoping that it'll be really fun. I hope that the book selection is something that I'll actually be interested in reading and that I can actually keep up with it. So we'll see, but that's kind of what I have going on. We are also going on vacation this week. We are going to Florida, and we're gonna be there for about a week. So yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to some sunshine and no snow and just being warm. I hate being cold so much. During the summer, actually, I refer to myself as a sunbathing lizard because I have a hard time like controlling my body temperature, so I'll just go out and I'll lay on our glider out back and just soak in the sun because Ben keeps it super cold in here in the summer. Yeah, well, it's pretty much cold in our house year round because Ben runs hot, so I have to go outside to be a comfortable temperature, which for me is like 85. I'll go out there and roast. He calls me like a lizard sunbathing on a rock. So that's what I'll be doing this upcoming week, is just being warm, soaking it all in. But that's everything that I have to talk about this week. So if you enjoyed this episode, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and if you're interested. So until next time, happy knitting. Bye!